Morning, guys. Dr. Boris with you today, and we have a lecture about the spinal nerves, peripheral nerve system. Okay, I have to remind you about the information which I give it the previous time, my previous lecture. Distinguished two kind of nervous system. You know this. Central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Central, it's our brain and spinal cord. Peripheral, it's a 12 pair of cranial nerves and 71 pair of spinal nerves. Cranial nerves innervate the skin, muscle, and organs of the head and a little bit neck. The rest body innervated by spinal nerves. Spinal nerves made the plexus, right? The cervical plexus, brachial, lumbar, and sacral. Just thoracic, cranial, spinal nerves have no any plexus. 12 nerves from both sides, left and right. Okay, in this picture, you can see the structure of the spinal nerves, right? Have two roots, dorsal roots and ventral roots. In the dorsal, we have the sensory ganglion nerves. In this picture, you can see epineuron, perineuron, endoneurium, and myelin around the nerve fibers. This one, it's the blood vessel, arteries and veins. Here you can see the direction, the signal transmission, right? Into the back roots, into the back horn of the spinal cord goes the sensory, its sensory direction, right? From the front, it will be motor direction, motor. Oh, so guys, you must remember that all sensitive, it's your back direction, it's your back roots of spinal cord. Into the front, we have the motor, indeed of the muscle. In this picture, you can see the fibers, motor or afferent motors. And this picture, it will be sensory, somatosensory or afferent neuron fibers. And this one, it's it's sensory ganglion. And direction, the motor from the spinal cord and the sensory to the spinal cord. This one, sensory. Okay, so just like I said, distinguished 81 pair of spinal nerves. Cervical plexus, you can see in this place, from C1 until to C5. The brachial plexus, C5 T1, from T1 till to the T12, it will be thoracic nerves without plexus, just thoracic nerves. In this place, it will be lumbar plexus. Lumbar plexus from L1 till L4. And from L4 till S4, we have the sacral plexus. And finally, it's one pair, it will be coccygeal nerves. So together 8, 15, 12, 5 and 1, together it will be 31 pair. While in the cervical region we have 8 pair segment in cervical plexus. Cranial spinal nerves. Why 8? But we have just 7 vertebrae. You know this in the cervical region, vertebral column. Why this? Because the first spinal segment located over the atlas. That's why. Another picture. One more time. The cervical spinal nerves. You can see thoracic spinal nerves, lumbar spinal nerves, and sacral spinal nerves. And here it will be coccygeum. One coccygeum. Here it will be cervical enlargement, the lumbosacral enlargement, and here it's dura mater. It's external structure of spinal cord. Maybe in this place, right? You can see the dura mater, arachnoidal mater, pia mater, right? Subarachnoidal space. In supranuclear space, located the most of the cerebrospinal fluid, right? Liquor. And we can see the back horn, the spinal cord, and front. From the back start the back roots of spinal nerves with sensory ganglion, its sensory back, and front roots of the spinal nerves. The same picture, but maybe a little bit better visible. You can see spinal cord, right? You can see spinal nerves. Front roots, back roots, subarachnoidal space. Okay, so one more time, it's really prepared, right? Spinal cord, you can see in this place, it's a dorsal root, back roots, and this from both sides, it's a front root. One more time, back, it will be sensory, front, it will be motor. One more time, how many pair have spinal nerves? 31 pair. And cranial nerves, 12 pair. If you wish, I can remind you about the cranial nerves. Name of spinal nerves. First, it will be olfactory nerves. Second, optic nerves. Third, oculomotor nerves. 4, trochlear. 5, trigeminal. 6, abducens. 7, intermediate facial. 8, vestibulocochlear. 9, glossopharyngeal. 10, vagus. 11, accessories, and 12, hypoglossus. Good. One more time, picture about the details visualization of spinal nerves. Back roots, front roots, together make the spinal nerve. Start from the spinal cord. Okay, so let's go see about the details, information, special features of every plexus, right? Every net. So first plexus, this one, it will be cervical plexus, here, in this one. So cervical plexus have the sensory, motor, and mixed roots. Sensory innervate the skin of the neck, front, back, middle. Okay, so it will be the left occipital nerve, right auricular nerve, this one, left occipital, right auricular, transverse nervus transversus colli, it's all sensory nerves. Next, the motor fibers make the loop. It's called ansa cervical, which have anterior and posterior roots and loop, right? So its inhibition the muscle which located under hyoid bone and supraclavicular muscle nerves, branch of brachial plexus, so this one, and mixed nerve, it's phrenic nerve, nervus phrenicus, which innervate the capsula of the liver. And if we have some problem with the capsule of the liver, right, it will be symptom of damage if you push in this place, from this place, right, from the right side over the clavicular. So the patient feel the pain in this region. Well, with information of this nerve, phrenic nerve, sensor phrenic nerves, more sensibility, right? And when have there some problem, the patient have some problem with capsule of the liver. Okay, next, a little bit downstairs, located thoracic spinal nerves. 12 from the both sides, since like I said, you can see in this picture, it's an intercostal nerve, just located between the ribs. Remember, every rib in the lower margin inside have in the lower margin have sulcus costa, in this groove located this nerve, intercostal nerve. It innervates the muscle of the chest, right? Plus their skin. You can see here lateral cutaneous nerve and anterior cutaneous nerve. So it's a thoracic nerves which have no plexus. Next, our information, it will be about the plexus brachialis, brachial plexus. It innervates of your shoulder region and hand. Okay, brachial plexus, you can see in this place, it's a root. Okay, and made 3 trunk and 3 coat. And this one is division, right? So 3 trunk, it's an upper trunk, middle and lower trunk, and cord, the lateral, middle and back one. Lateral and middle joins together and make the medial nerve. From the lateral cord, start muscular cutaneous nerve. From the medial, start ulnar nerve. And from the back one, start the radial nerve. Radial nerve. In this picture, you can see the axillary. Now, the muscular cutaneous, radial, medial, and ulnar, it's long branches of the brachial nerves. But except the long branches, we have a short branches too. I show you these short branches in another next picture. This one, the better visible, these short branches, which innervate the shoulder region in this place, these short branches. So you can see this one, you can see roots, the trunks, this one trunks, and anterior division and posterior division. This front and back division, front and back division. So you can see nervus dorsalis scapulae, nervus thoracicus longus, nervus suprascapularis, nervus subclavius, nervus subscapularis, nervus thoracolodorsalis. All these branches, it's short branches. Next, nervus medialis and lateralis pectoralis, this one. And branch which innervate the skin of the medial surface of arm and forearm region. It will be nervus medianus cutaneus antebrachi and nervus medianus cutaneus brachi. Brachicutaneous and antebrachicutaneous. Okay, the red color, it's long branches. The radial nerve, musculocutaneous nerve, medial nerve, and ulnar nerve. Okay, this one, it's I show you the different organs and bones, everything. Actually guys, when you're watching my lecture, you can stop this one, right? And all this information, spell it in your copybook or notebook and everything, right? Because I have no time to give it to you a free time to make this during my explanation. Okay, you can do it by yourself. Fine. In this picture, pretty good visible the long branches of the brachial plexus. You can see division, right? 3 cords, lateral, medial, lateral, medial, and posterior. 3 trunk, pretty good visible, right? Superior, medial, inferior, and 4 nerves. 4 nerves. It's a musculocutaneous, it's a medialis, radialis, and ulnaris nerve. And ulnaris nerve. In this picture, I want to explain you there are 3 long branches of the brachial plexus. It will be, first of all, it will be nervus cutaneus, nervus musculocutaneus, sorry, this one, nervus musculocutaneus. In the forearm region, sorry, innervate the three muscle, the brachial region, right? It's nervous. Which one? Biceps brachii, right? Nervus coracobrachialis and nervus brachialis. And nervus brachialis. In this region, right? Antebrachial region have the name nerve. What this one? Yes. Nervus cutaneus antebrachial lateralis. And in this region, innervate just skin, but just lateral surface, skin on the antebrachial region, forearm region. Why just lateral? Because the medial brachial and antebrachial region skin innervated by nervus cutaneus brachimedialis and nervus cutaneus antebrachimedialis. Okay. Next, our nerve, it will be nervus nervus ulnaris. This one, nervus ulnaris. This. So, nervus ulnaris have no innervate in this region, in the brachial region, but only in the antebrachial region. It will be nervus musculus flexor carpi ulnaris and musculus flexor digitorum profundus. That's all. Flexor digitorum profundus and carpi ulnaris. It's two muscles which innervate by nervus ulnaris. And in the finger, innervate the last one, smallest one, and half part of the pores. The rest muscle of the forearm region innervated by nervus medianus, this one, medianus, which have no innervate in this region in brachial, but in the antebrachial innervate all muscle, it's all flexor muscle, right? Flexor digitorum superficialis, polymalis longus, flexor carpio radialis, pronator teres, pronator quadratus, all muscle which in this region innervated by nervus medianus, except just two. Musculus flexor carpio ulnaris and musculus digitorum profundus, which innervate by nervus ulnaris. And innervate which finger? Big finger, first, second, third, and half part four. Innervate by nervus medianus. Innervation of the finger, it will be our next information, next picture. Separated. This picture, it's about radialis, the back surface of the forearm region innervated by nervus radialis. In this region, it will be musculus triceps and musculus anconos, right? In this region, all extensor muscle, extensor, plus which muscle? Plus musculus supinator, this one, musculus supinator. What about finger? It innervates the first, second, and half part set. Actually, in this picture, we have mistake. I can't find the normal picture. But I'll explain in this one. This incorrect, it's not good. Must be half part of this finger set. Why this? Because last, fourth, and half part of set in this region innervate by nervus ulnaris. This red line must be not here, but this one and this place. Good. It's general picture about the brachial plexus. Pretty good picture. I want to show you this too. You can see fasciculus, lateral posterior medial pendles, right? You can see the core, right? You can see the nerves, musculocutaneous, medial, which made by two left and right. From back one, it will be radial, and this one, it will be ulnaris from lateral core. Ulnaris. Pretty good picture. This one, it's a real preparate. You can see the brachial plexus too. Hand, neck, musculus trapezius, the brachial region. So this one, it's a brachial plexus. Musculocutaneous nerve, medianus nerve, ulnaris, and behind it will be nervus radialis, radial nerve. You can see this one, it's vagus, nervus vagus, vagus nerve. And this one, pretty good visible, the phrenic nerve, nervus phrenicus, which innervate the capsule of the liver. It's a mixed root of cervical plexus. Okay, so it's innervate of your finger. All the time, innervate. For better remount, I give it to you formula of this. You can remember that innervation of your finger. It's called umru. Umru. It's in the English seems like a die in English, right? Umru. So have to remember that umru all the time starts from the palmar region of the hand. So we have the right hand and the smallest finger, right, last finger, and half part from the palmar part, innervated by nervus ulnaris, half part fourth, third, second, and first, innervated by nervus medianus. So turn up your hand, and from dorsal part, this one is correct picture, good. First, second, and half part third finger from dorsal part, innervated by nervus radialis, but except the terminal phalanx, except the distal phalanx, but distal phalanx innervated by nervus medianus from the palmar region. And half part third, fourth, and fifth finger from dorsal part of the hand innervated by nervus ulnaris. So we have umru. Remember that umru all the time start from the palmar region and from the smallest finger, fifth. From the fifth finger to the first. After this, turn up your hand and from dorsal region, radial and ulnar nerve. Innervate your finger. This one too. It will be like this. Palmar part and dorsal part, right hand. But remember, from dorsal part, terminal or distal phalanx innervated by nervus medianus from palmar region. Okay, so the next apoplexus, it will be lumbar plexus. Lumbar plexus. Muscle, organs, and skin of this region, of the lumbar region. So it will be such branches like iliohypogastric nerve, ilioinguinal nerve, nervus genitofemoralis, which have two branches, two parts, nervus genitalis and nervus femoralis, genital organ and femoral region. Nervus cutaneus femoris lateralis innervate the lateral skin, this one, lateral skin of the femoral region. Femoral nerve, biggest one, this one, femoral nerve, this femoral nerve. And femoral nerve have three parts, three portions. It's cutaneous nerve, muscle nerve, and sciatic nerve, sciatic, in this place. Maybe in another picture it will be more visible. Sciatic nerve, maybe here. Sciatic nerve, which innervate the skin. It will be longest one from lumbar plexus. Here, sciatic nerve located. Innervate skin of the medial region of the thigh and leg region. And I forget about the obturator nerve. This one, obturator nerve. Nervus obturatorius. It's branches of iliac plexus too. Obturator nerve, which innervate the muscle obturate region. Which muscle? It's adductor muscle. Adductor muscle. Musculus adductor longus brevis maxus, musculus pectineus, and musculus gracilis. 5 muscle, adductor muscle here, adductor muscle, right? Good. All these nerves from lumbar plexus start from the lateral surface behind the lateral margin of musculus psoas major. In this region, we have muscle, iliopsoas, psoas, and iliacus. So from musculus, from lateral margin of musculus psoas major, start a lot of branches of lumbar plexus, except nervus genitofemoralis, nervus femoralis, and the nervus obturatorius, which femoralis and genitofemoralis will start from the body of the psoas, and from the right margin in the middle start nervus obturatorius from right margin. This picture, it's about the sacral plexus. Sacral plexus, it's innervate of your lower limbs, thigh region, and here it will be leg region and foot, right? Okay, so we here we have musculus nervus gluteus superior, which pass single through foramen suprapiriformis, just nervus gluteus superior pass through this foramen. Through foramen infrapiriformis pass the rest roots of the sacral plexus. This will be nervus gluteus inferior, nervus cutaneus femoralis posterior, sciatic nerve, nervus ischiadicus, which joins through two branches, two parts. It's a tibial nerve and common fibular nerve. It's longest and biggest nerve from the sacral plexus and actually from whole body. And the last, this one, it will be nervus pudendus internus. Nervus pudendus internus. This nervus pudendus internus have three branches. It's innervate of your perineal, right? It's perineal branches first. Here, this one, perineal branches. Next, nervus dorsalis clitoridis for female and nervus dorsalis penis, male, and nervus rectalis inferior, innervate the lower one set of the rectum. So let's start to speak about the sciatic nerve. Sciatic nerve, one of the biggest one in whole body actually, and innervate the muscle of the thigh region and the leg region and foot. In this place, we have there this one, sciatic nervus sciaticus. Here it will be nervus tibialis divided, and for nervus tibialis and nervus peroneus or fibularis communis. Here you can see the nervus cutaneus suramedialis between two gastrocnemius muscle. It's part of musculus triceps sura, right? It's two gastrocnemius, and under this gastrocnemius we have musculus soleus. And into the front, you can see the short branches of the sacral plexus. It will be nervus cutaneus femoris posterior, innervate the skin of the back region of the thigh. Where's my picture? Okay, in the front of the leg region, we have the front superficial and deep branches of the peroneus communis nerves. Innervate the muscle of the leg region and those of the foot. The nervus tibialis in this region made two plantaris nerves, nervus plantaris medialis and nervus plantaris lateralis, with many branches. Innervate the foot. This you can see the region of innervate the cervical, thoracic, lumbar, and sacral plexus and branches. In this picture, you can see the reflex. You push in this place, right, in patellar ligaments of the telomere, of the tibia. The sensory neuron goes, give it the impulse in the dendrite, right, in there, in dendrite. It will be sensory roots of the spinal nerves, sensory ganglion, you can see, goes into the spinal cord, and through axon of motor neuron, right, on the front corn, the reaction goes, answer goes into the muscle, this impulse goes to the effector of which located inside the musculus quadriceps femoris. And we have some moving, great. Push here and moving of your leg. And in this picture, you can see that one of the fast and the best pictures of the pretty good author. Everyone know here, right? It's Frank Netter. In this picture, you can see the biggest nerve, our nerves. It's a sciatic nerve, nervus sciaticus, tibial nerve, common peroneal nerve, and then I'm bored here. Okay, guys, I thank you for your attention. Thank you for being here with me. I wish you good luck and good health. Thanks for Aaron. Bye.